For that, you have to see your input. The input is alphabet. For that, I have to write what is your token. For that, first you write your definition section. Then you have to mention the token name. The normal representation of the token name is uppercase letter only. So you can write lowercase, but as a conventional notation is uppercase letter. For the this is the percentage token is the keyword. This should be written before your rule section start. Within the definition section, before your rule section start, you have to write percentage token. Percentage token is the keyword. I am using only one terminal symbol alphabet. I am called as an alpha. See, these alpha I have to define in the lexical analysis. What is alpha? See, now I will write for the lex code. The lex code should be saved as file in the letter.1.l. This is the lex file .l extension. Then you have to write definition section. We told definition section include the file y.tab.h. Why? y.tab.h is a header file. It contains the token names. Which token I have to give a description in the lexical program. For that information is stored it in the y.tab.h using as defined codes. You will assign some codes. That codes will be used in your parser. Okay, then y.tab.h is contain only alpha. Then I have to write regular expression for alpha. See, now my rule section is start. Then I have to define what is alpha. See, my intention is alpha can be A to Z. You can use alpha can be capital A to Z also. Okay, or you can use, I am taking only one letter. See, you can take because valid alphabet or not alphabets. If you want to check more than one, you just change your regular expression and you can also try it. See, if it is A to Z, yes, the pattern is matched. What is your corresponding action? I am writing corresponding action as return alpha. When it is written alpha, it's go back to your Yak program for this rule section. Because in the rule section, I am using alpha. You already know how to write a grammar. You are doing so many programs, ambiguity program, SDRISE, AASB, or IEST. For all those things, you know terminal symbol, how we are defining. The same thing, this is the grammar we are using in the rule section. See, what is alpha, he don't know here. For that information, it will come from your lexical analyzer. See, other than alpha, if you read what happens. See, for example, dot. You can match anything except new line. Or if you match new line also, what should be written? Written YY text 0. See, that means YY text 0 is don't return anything to your parser. Return has a null character. See, if you can read it, but don't return anything to your Yak program. Only return alpha is my character. See, no need to write your YY lex here. Just I am writing the lex code for defining your regular expression. For those things I am writing for these things. Then I come back to the rule section. So the rule section, I have to write your head of the production on the body of the production. This grammar is very simple. Just to know alphabets. For that, I start with terminal symbol statement. Statement derives alpha. That is S derives A or S derives B. For that type of input can be matching from this. That is statement derives alpha. Every rule section is end by semicolon. That is the grammar production is ended. The production is ended by semicolon. It indicates end of your production. The STMET statement is a non-terminal. It's a start production. Alpha is a terminal. What is alpha? Alpha can be go to look at for the lexical analyzer. Lexical analyzer will be give the information about the token. That token is used by the Yak program. See, now that the rule section is also end. Then go to your main program. Main printf, enter the input string. Then we are calling YY parse. It starts from the main. It will call YY parse. YY parse will automatically call your lex program. The lex program will returns the token. From the token, the grammar will be executed when alpha is reduced with head of the production statement. Then corresponding action is executed. Here also you can mention the action. For this program, I am not mentioning an action. When the condition is true, YY is 1, it is automatically print your condition valid statement. With YY condition is successful, then it automatically prints its valid statement. When it is successful, when body of the production is always replaced with head of the production, this is only the start symbol, then top of the stack contain only the start symbol, then only your grammar is successful. Otherwise the grammar is not successful. For that, if it is there is not successful, you have any error. For example, I gave 1 and 2. See, start with statement alpha. Alpha is matching only A to Z. It will not matching 1 and 2. Then what happens? I am not able to replacing 1 and 2 with statement. Then it will call to error. It will go to error function int yy error printf invalid string exit 0. Okay, this is the first simple program on Yacc. Let I execute my program in the Yacc. The screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many have run this program? Monday and Tuesday labs, students? Yes. See, those who are not getting any idea while running also, you can understand them. And those who have today's labs and tomorrow labs, as you can execute it. See, now I write a Yacc program, percentage open, # include stdio.h, percentage open, the token alpha, then percentage. I am writing a statement, can identify the color. See, if you have error, it will immediately you will get in color combination also. Alpha, end of the rule section is for grammar is semicolon, void main, program, YY error. See, once you written for this, then you can write the lex also, gedit letter1.l. This is I write only # include y.tab.h percentage close percentage. This I am writing only small a to z return alpha. Other than this, if you read anything, just I want to return null character yy text of 0 percentage close. Okay. Shall we start? Okay, anyone can tell me what is the compiler to compile your Yacc program? Yacc space -d letter1.y. See, there is no error. Then if you go for lex lettr letter1.l, no error. Then if you go for the compiler for the C language, cc space, you can give any order, it will work. lex.yy.c space y.tab.c, or else you can give first y.tab.c and lex.tab.c. There is no affection. -ly space -ll. See, I told my system is not supporting -ly. For that, I will remove from that my system. Just I will compile with -ll. It will work. Those who system is supporting both, if you give that above command. Otherwise, you can give -ll. See, now there is no error. Then we go for ./a.out. Okay. Let me give input as A. Yes. After that, if you have to get the output, press Ctrl D. So press Ctrl D, it will terminate from the loop, it will get its valid string. If you give some number as a 1, see 1 is not matching with as alpha because I wrote only A to Z. Then it says it's invalid string. Okay. Then if you give for Z, I get ZA because I giving only A to Z, only one character should be read as an alphabet. If you give more than one also, it will say invalid string. If you press only Z, it will get an output as valid string. Okay, any doubt? It's clear? Shall I go for the second program? The second program. So second program, you have to write a YAK program to check for valid identifier, where identifier can be start with letter and followed by any number of letters or digits. Identifier can be start with letter or followed by any number of digits. This is what I am doing here, validating that whatever I am writing identifier is correct or not. You know identifier. Identifier can start with underscore followed by letter followed by digit. But it start with digits or start with any of the character. You can say it is a non-identifier. For that also I am doing by YAK program. For that you have to write a grammar. How to write for the grammar for that? First, before that, you should be identify what is your token. What is your token? See your input. Input is identifier. What is the input? It says it can contain only letter or digits. See for our convenience, I will write underscore is also taken as a letter. See, you can eliminate. As per the question, underscore is not there. But you can also include underscore is also can also use it in writing for identifier. So the question is not there, but I included. Don't confuse. See, what are the tokens? The tokens are letters and digits. Then how to write your YAK program? For that, I start with the definition section percentage open # include stdio.h close. See, percentage token is the keyword. I am mentioning what are the tokens used in my LEX program. How many tokens? 2 tokens are using. One is called letter. The second one is called digit. These 2 tokens I have to define in the LEX program while writing LEX program name identifier.l. Then identifier.l, what are the things to be written? # include y.tab.h percentage close. Percentage is the starting of the root section. Then we go a to z underscore. That is says what? It is called as a letter. Any single letter, small letter, capital letter or underscore. If you don't want, you can remove underscore from the letter. Okay. If it is match these character, I can say it is a letter. I can say it is a letter. See, I am not checking letter followed by letter or digit in the LEX program. I am not doing that one. Just I am saying what is letter. What is letter? For that I am writing a regular expression. After that, what is digit? Digit is nothing but 0 to 9. If the digits are there, it is called as in it's written those digits. Other than this, if you read anything, you can write dot or /n. If you want to write /n also, written y vertex 0. See, don't want to written anything to my parser. It is a null character. Only my intention is what is letter, what is digits. Just I am to return those digits to validate. After that, I have to write my program. See, you know how to write a grammar. You write so many grammar in the flat. This is ATCA. Okay, so the same way you know how to write palindrome, how to write 0 to 1 for all those things. Same way how to write identifier. Say what should be required. We have to start with one start symbol. See, my start symbol is a variable. So the variable follows only letter. I can say that identifier can be only one letter. See, I am writing A. See, A is also valid identifier. Then after that, that identifier can be only letter or followed by any number of digits. See, I want to get recursive function. I am calling non-terminal variable. Variable can be variable followed by letter. This variable can be replaced by letter. Then what happens? Letter followed by letter. One letter. Next is also have a more than one letter. Any number A, B, C my input. Then if we want to match A, B, C, I am replacing this variable with variable letter. Again we will be replacing with variable letter. Or else the next we go for variable digits. It can also talk variable digits. Variable can be replacing variable letter or variable digits. According to that, my program is working. Then only I have a 3 things, either letter or digits or variable digits. For that, I am writing this grammar. See, this is the one format I write. If you do you have any other type of grammar for matching for letter followed by letters or digit, you can write your own code also. This is the one format I did it. Variable start with letter, or you have another alternative variable or letter, or can have a variable digit. So if you are replacing for this with to matching your input. Okay. For that, after that, at the end of the rule will be end by semicolon and rule section is ending. And start with the main, enter a variable I call YY parse. If it is true, it is replacing by head of the production, then it is says valid variable, or else it will go for YY error. Then we'll go for the run the program. See, I will show your y.tab.h also, the previous program. y.tab.h. How many tokens are there in the previous program? Alpha is only my program. Is it right? That alpha, you can check it in that y.tab.h. It contains only the header file with as defined constant codes. Alpha is my token name. It will assign some token values. These token values are used by your parser. See, it contains y.tab.h. This it is always overwrite. Once the program is run by different program name, it will update it with that corresponding program name. Okay, now we'll go for gedit grammar 1.y. Sorry, grammar.y. Identify this is gedit identifier.y. See, I'm writing the same program. Definition section. We have only two tokens. See, all this program can ask for the theory exam, not for the lab exam. Lab exam, you have only the lab program. But theory exam, you can ask any of your YAC program. Whatever I send your lab sample program, all are important problem for the theory exam. Okay, you can't predict what type of sample program will be coming for the exam, but these are the most preferably sample program. The previous scheme, 2010 scheme or 2006 scheme, all those are your lab programs only. Now it is removed from your lab program, but whatever I'm giving a sample program, all your sample program are some of most important of your lab program of the some old scheme. So for that, the examiner will be set almost those program as well for your theory question. For that, at least you have to practice your sample program for theory part, not for the lab purpose. So once you run, then you will remember to write lab program, this is sample program in the theory exam. Okay, variable letter, variable digits, then start with main program. This is for the next part. Then you have a digit, identifier, L. Yes, we have a lex program. I am defining letter. If you don't want, I will remove your underscore. It is work as a normal. Letters or digits, that one. Okay. Then if you compile with YAC space minus D, identifier dot y, lex identifier dot L. Yes, there is no error. CC lex dot yy dot c space y dot tab dot c space minus ln. Okay, next is dot slash a dot out. I had to give a variable value sum. One variable, it is also called as a valid variable. Next, I start with number with sum. What happens? It is an invalid variable. It starts with ash with sum. It is what? Invalid variable. You can give next one, sum 1, 2, 3. Is a valid variable or invalid variable? Sum followed by 1, 2, 3. That way, identify start with letter followed by any number of letters or digit. As per the question, the sum 1, 2, 3 is a valid variable or invalid variable?
Valid, ma'am.
Yes. Control D, you will get a valid variable. Like that, you can check for the given input is valid or invalid variable. Let us go for the next program. Next program is same as your lab program. Before I am going for the lab program, I will go for the simple program. See this program, I write a Yacc program to recognize the grammar a to the power of nb. You know how to write for a to the power of nb grammar. See, for these things, what is the conditions is given? See, that n should be it will 1 or less than or equal to 4. The minimum number of a should be 1. See, I forgot to write it here equal. The minimum number of n should be 1 or lesser than or equal to 4. It will not accept more than 4. It will not accept 0 also. For that, I have to write a program. See, can you tell me what are the tokens in my program? A to the power of nb. What is your input for the program? A and B. Is it right? What is the token? What is the token for the program? We have only two inputs. You had to give A and B only. You can't take C, D, all those things. You should be accept only AB. That AB can be capital letter AB or small letter AB. If you both, you can accept it. For that, I can write is my grammar. For that, what to write? Say I will start my grammar percentage open definition section. I start with the tokens are. I'm declaring A, B. Okay. AB is my token. How to write my Lex program? Start with, this is the common. Don't forget. Hash include y dot tab dot h close. See, you can start with rule section. If you have A, return A. This capital A is, I'm making as a token name, capital A. See, if you don't want this, if you want to give capital A also, square bracket. Write in square bracket capital A and small a. In input na capital or small. If you give both the letter, it will accepting as a normal input. You can give capital B or small b in the character class. Anyone, it will take. It will return that B has your alphabet. That is for your token. Other than this, don't return anything to your Yacc parser. That is 0, 0. So, how to write grammar for this? A to the power of nb. How to write grammar for this? Can you tell me how to write the grammar for this? See, it start with yes, right. Minimum number of A should be 1. Either it should be A, ending with what? B. Can be, if it is 2AB, A will be, say always the grammar should be end with B. If you have only 1AB, it will take this production. You have a only 2AB, it will take this production. R. These are all alternatives. Have a 3AB is also acceptable. A, R. A, B. Can you acceptable 5?
No, ma'am.
End of your rule section. Either you can choose AB or can choose 2AB or you can choose 3AB or you can choose 4AB B. Okay, this is your end of your rule section. If you have any one of the possibilities is there in the input, it will match. Your input should be AB. Then it will take this. Input should be BA. Is it possible to trace from BA from this grammar? BA should be there.
No, ma'am.
BA is not possible to reduce to SA because there is no alternative to match BA. This is my BA is this one. B is not start and A is not followed by B. Then you can say this is not reduced by your head of the production. Then you can say it is invalid. For that, I am writing the grammar for Yacc. So the grammar, it start with AB or AAB or AAB or AAAB or end of your row section. Yes, void main, printf enter the string, YY parse, the string is accepted. If it is true, it is accepted, or else it will not accepted by the grammar. Let me go for that. Edit grammar 1.l. Say I wrote Lex. Say I wrote small a, capital A, small b, capital B. This is the common. See, in the lab program is also same these things. There is no change. GRAMMAR1.y. This is the next program I have written. See, you have to give space between all the terminals. This is very, very important. While doing, you will get an error. Okay, next. Yak space minus D GRAMMAR1.y. Lex GRAMMAR1.l. Then is CC. Next A dot out. AAB. See, if you press Control D, the string is acceptable. BAA, the string is not acceptable. AAB, 3A, acceptable. If you have 4A, acceptable. It starts with BAA, that is not an acceptable. Okay. Okay, this is your simple program. The same program, the same concept. Your lab program say a to the power of n, b. See, n can be anything. See, n can be anything. It's greater than 0. But greater than 0 n, ending with only one way. But n you have to give it. N can be give through keyboard. If you give n is equal to 4, then my input should be A, B only. This if n is equal to 4, number of A's are what? 4, then ending with B. Then only you can say it is acceptable. See, n values is 4. If you give input is B, then it is acceptable or not? N values is 4. You are giving through keyboard, enter the input for the n. N is 4. I am passing the input string is AAB. As per the question, is a valid variable or invalid variable?
Invalid, ma'am.
Because the number of count is what? Number of count is what? Mismatching. The input A count is 4, but here A count is 3. That mismatching, you will get error. See, assume I'll give input like this. Can you acceptable this? BAA.
No, ma'am.
N is equal to 4. Are you matching A count, right? Why it is
Yes,
not valid?
But B should be followed by A, ma'am.
Yes, these two conditions you have to write in your grammar. You have to make one flag for counting for the A's. A should be lesser than or greater than or equal to 4. Then it should be call your YY error, or else it should be get valid string. See, there are different ways of can be write the program for this. You have to try how to write the grammar for this condition. You have to check the condition. The n value should be greater than 0. Then you have to check ending with B only. Number of count A should be matching your input. Okay, this is your lab program for second A. This is for the second program, not A. The second program have only one program. Those who get this program, luckiest person. Simple program. You will not get A and B anything. Okay. See, just